This Transmissions Trips to the Store video has been brought to you with the help of listeners like you.
Without Patreon support, Transmissions wouldn't be the show it is today. You can sign up for our Patreon at www.transmissionspodcast.com/support.
Welcome to the Transmissions Trips to the Store, where we show off all the cool Transformer stuff we got this week. This video is part of our regular Transmissions podcast. You can check this out on our website, www.transmissionspodcast.com. We do the Transmissions podcast every Wednesday, where we talk all about Transformers toys, and this segment is part of that podcast. We also have a second podcast called Transmissions Alt Mode. That's every Friday, where we talk all about comics and media and do a comic review in most episodes. This show, Transmissions in general, is always sponsored by Patreon, our Patreon and PayPal supporters. That's you, the listener. Thank you to all the people who support the show. We try to give you guys some goodies that, you know, in terms of getting to see the show live, chatting with us on Discord, getting some, you know, we still got that Till All Are One, issue 1 comic we've got out there. So all those benefits come to you if you subscribe to our Patreon. We've also got a new benefit that's just coming up right now, where we've created a new show called Transmissions Declassified. Now, we've got one episode that we did a test show for. Jeremy ran that. It's all about the live-action movies. We brought in some fans of the live-action movies to counter our curmudgeonliness on that topic.
You are too easy on us, sir.
Me and Darryl took the brunt for all of you. It was fun.
Yeah, so check that out. That's actually, we released that to the Patreons, and now it's available to everyone. But this is a new show we're toying with. We're trying to continue this, but we need your support. So right now we're at about 45 Patreons. If we get to 60 Patreons, we will make this a regular monthly show. So we will commit to doing a new monthly show, Transmissions Declassified, where we take a particular Transformers topic and just do a really long, deep dive into that topic and do a long show for that. And we'll do that every month. So we'll do.
But at 60 Patreons, that would be a Patreon exclusive show.
That's right.
At 75, it would be a show for everybody.
Yeah, so if you want to see that new show, we need your support. So
We really need you guys to step up and back this up, because I'm dying to do a show about Rachel. The only way we're going to be able to do it is on Declassified.
And new listeners,
You would learn so much.
New listeners think you're talking about Rachel Ray.
Google Animorphs Rachel, and you'll see what we're talking about.
Gets us the donators. That's all that matters.
Donors.
What?
Donors.
Sorry. Could you speak up? I can't hear a fucking thing you're saying.
Damn it, Yoshi!
I don't even have that figure anymore.
Well, it's going to be real hard to do an episode on it.
I know. Somebody bought it from me at TFCon Chicago because it was the Rachel.
Yoshi, you should have gotten a cut of that. You made it famous.
These are the
All
things
right,
we do.
Let's get into some toys we got this week. All right, Yoshi, we're going to start with you. What did you get?
Okay, I don't have anything new. But I think when you learn something about an old figure, that counts as something new. Now,
Big window, Jeremy.
I was so enthralled by Yoshi.
Suck.
You can do that.
Bullshit, you don't have anything new.
bullshit.
Show something new.
Anyways, so it's been on the forums this week, Darryl. I'm sure you've seen about it. They found this thing is not hard to transform,
What
but
exactly
they
is the
found
thing? You've never said it.
top spin.
Our
The
audio
battle
listeners, thank you.
or the jump starter.
The
jump
G1, the G1 jump starter top spin. Anyways, on the forums they were talking about a hidden mass shifting mode on this, and when you tweak it, it just comes out looking like this motherfucker right here.
Look at you.
Yeah, I know, right? I bought a new figure. Go figure.
Look at you, big guy.
So for our audio listeners, you're showing a Titans Return top spin.
That's right.
He is.
This thing was a lot of fun to play with.
Yeah.
This thing is a joy to transform. It has a lot of pegged in parts, but they fucking work for a change. And it's just beautiful. It is just a beautiful fucking figure. This guy is notorious. Everybody has like 6 of these in their collection. I figured I have 7 now. So I really loved the shit out of this thing as a kid. Mostly Twin Twist more than Top Spin, but I'll be getting Twin Twist when Twin Twist comes out. But this fucking thing, the Titans Return, fucking awesome. Awesome. Fun, good toy. Would buy again. The paint apps are good. The logo's awesome. The guns are awesome. The head gimmick is awesome. It's the first time I actually played with the head gimmick on one of these. You guys all need to get this. Fuck you for not already having it. You suck.
I have it. I'm happy for you. I really am. You finally, put on your big boy pants and bought a toy.
They made a decent one. It's not like I haven't bought a toy before. They made a fucking decent one and it works.
You should
Unlike this piece of shit.
You should get Trigger Happy and compare it to Trigger Happy.
Shut up, Darryl. What is the piece of shit you were showing there?
No,
Yoshi?
Wheelie is a junker, man. Wheelie doesn't stay. Hence its current incarnate.
Well, that was what first wave. Titans Return?
It's the first Legends class Titans Return figure.
Right.
Are you telling me that the only way I'm going to get an acceptable Hasbro product is if I wait 3 or 4 or 5, 6 waves? That's bullshit. Get your shit together.
That's how it usually works, right, Darryl?
No.
The directions for this thing are not easy to read because they're it's black on black with white fucking writing in the back. The directions were a pain in the ass.
You needed the directions?
Yes, I did. I'm not, dude. I go through a toy a year. You own the fucking toy thing. I don't. So here's the box. I'm happy for me too. It was really good. It came with a card. It's still in there. 18 fucking steps. And the directions are hard to read, but I would buy it. It's good.
You did buy it.
Wait.
If you love the original one so much, you should really try to make your way to Dairy Con because they have jump starter races.
I Patreon money willing, yes. Next year, Dairy Con.
All right. Okay, let's move on to Jeremy. What do you have?
All right. Well, I'm not going to taste any food this week like I did last week.
Are you going to put yourself in the big window?
Yeah, I am.
Okay.
Shut up, Darryl.
So I guess since Jeremy's here this week, we know he survived the
He did.
I did
taste test from last week.
Physically, maybe mentally, I didn't.
That whole thing was so cheesy, guys. I can't believe you did that.
Okay, so anyway, what I got this week. First thing is not Transformers related, but it's podcast related. Thanks to our awesome Patreons. I got this recorder to help us with interviews at conventions. We'll be using it at TFCon. It's just something that we've been talking about.
Why the fuck did we need that? We've got great phones that record awesome audio and have for years previously.
We've never lost an interview with a creator.
You know why, Yoshi? Because we are legit as fuck.
Yeah, and this way I won't have to bring my mixer all the way to Toronto. But right now, it's recording the whole show, so I'm not going to pick it up and mess with it. The other thing I have is Transformers related. I did not purchase it, so it did not come from a store. But, Tom B. Long is one hell of a guy. Darryl and... Was it Darryl or Yoshi and Charles? was asking about specific. Oh, Darryl and Charles were asking about specific issues to see if he had a copy, and he did. And he also found some other copies, and he sent us. So I got Transformers IDW number 0, art by James Reyes, who is going to be at TFCon. So that's going to be awesome. And I also got Tom's business card, which might need to edit that part out. I don't know. Then I also got Optimus Prime number 5 and Lost Light number 4. These are by EJ Sue, returning to do Transformers art. And these are the interlocking covers. So
Very nice.
wasn't expecting those, and since no one else had claimed them, they are mine. And then I got a comic that we had sent to me because it was cheaper than sending it directly to Darryl. So he'll get that at TFCon.
Maybe.
Yeah. So that's all I got.
All right, I will go next.
You're not on the big one. There you go. Go on, Daddy.
I was trusting Darryl to keep Jeremy in check on that. I am wearing. So Father's Day is this weekend. I'm wearing my Father's Day present from last year that my kids got me. Yes.
I honestly had forgotten.
Weekend coming. Well, as we record it, it's next weekend, but when the show goes up, it'll be this weekend. Time travel's confusing.
Yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. So I also got a IDW Transformers number 0. So this is the back. This was published October 2005. This is also from Mr. Tom B. Long. Thank you, Tom, for sending us these comics. It's really awesome. Really,
the lettering work on that is amazing.
It is.
It truly is. It truly is.
Yeah. Tom also got me the Casey Collar cover for Optimus Prime number 7. This is what I asked for because I couldn't find it at my local shop. And he had an extra one and sent it to me. Thank you, Tom. He also sent me the Andrew Griffith cover as well. I didn't ask for that, but thank you for sending that.
Like I said, hell of a guy.
Yeah,
he probably
Tom's awesome.
To clear out some room.
Yeah, so nice.
So Tom has set the bar for the rest of the artists from IDW we have on the show.
Oh, and Charles, breaking news, apparently, the Penguins just won the Cup.
Oh, congratulations, Pittsburgh. Yay.
Just saw Chad
down with Canada.
Discord chat.
Were they playing the Senators?
No, they're playing Nashville.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Oh.
being a native Tennessee in Nashville can go to hell.
All right.
The majority of both teams are Canadian, just so you guys know. Fuck you all.
What's hockey?
If Canada really cared about their players, they'd pay them a little more.
They're American teams. Charles, continue.
Yeah. Who cares about hockey? Anyway.
Right?
I got to the shop. I got Lost Light number 6, but not the subscription cover with Alex Milne's cover that I wanted. I just got the regular cover.
Dude!
What?
Alex's cover was off the hook. What the fuck is wrong with you?
They didn't have any, Yoshi. What do you want me to do?
Call Tom B. Long. I don't fucking care.
I also got the Hasbro Heroes source book, which is a Transformers universe for IDW.
Why?
I actually read the review copy on that.
Because it's got profiles and stuff. I really like that stuff.
It's going in alphabetical order on the profiles, so they can have a lot of these.
It's got the like. So when we did Revolution, in the back of the Revolution issues, they had a lot of profiles. They put that in here, and then they add a bunch of other ones.
And there's a tiny short comic in there too, a G.I. Joe comic.
I didn't read that.
They put the issue number in the right spot.
Yeah, the issue. Yeah, you like that, Yoshi. The issue number's in the right place. All right. Another thing I wanted to just show. I didn't get this recently, but this is my 2007 Barricade. He is Darryl complete. I wanted to show this. Yeah, I mean, I mentioned in the regular show that I'm not too into the movie toys, but I did get this back in 2007 when I still had hope that the movies were going to be good. But I was having a conversation with one of our Patreons on Twitter, Paul, and he mentioned that the new Barricade toys, because there's a new Barricade that's coming into the last night, but he no longer has the Punish and Enslave on the toy like this guy has. And Paul was asking us on Twitter, why did they remove the Punish and Enslave logo that Barricade has? And I have no idea, probably because the filmmakers don't care. But I was actually looking through. So Darryl, you recently watched the 2007 movie. I just I have a digital copy, so I was just scrolling through it. And one scene of the movie, they do show, like they do a close up shot of the back of Barricade in car mode to show that Punish and Enslave. You know, just to kind of wink at the audience, like, hey, this is not a regular cop car. There's something more than meets the eye to that cop car. So I think that's probably why they put the Punish and Enslave on there, and no one mentions it in the movie. No one like remarks that, hey, why does that cop car have Punish and Enslave rather than Protect and Serve? Nobody says that in the movie. So I'm guessing that that's not a detail that needs to come up in the latest movie, because in the latest movie, Transformers are everywhere on Earth. Everybody knows about them, so there's no reason to disguise Barricade as a secret cop car with a special message on his side. So that's my guess. Sorry, Paul. Paul was a little bit upset that they took the Punish and Enslave off the new Barricade figure, but they probably don't care. Sorry.
Didn't they put it up on his knuckles though?
Yeah, I think he has a little. I don't think they're called brass knuckles, but
his knuckle dusters.
Yeah, one says Punish, one says Enslave, I think.
Oh, did they? Okay, well there you go,
Yeah.
Balls.
Look at his fist.
That's great.
Yeah,
Check
and
that out, Paul.
they're written backwards so that when he punches the guy in the head, it writes Punish on his forehead or whatever.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that. I will probably not be picking up the Last Night Barricade figure, so Paul, let us know if that checks out for you. Or just look it up on a YouTube review. Probably PR or somebody else.
Go to where we talked about it the first time, because I'm sure we brought it up when we had the pictures. We don't remember anything we say, though.
I don't remember that. Maybe. I don't know. That's all. That's all I got. I just wanted to show that. So, Darryl, bring us home. What do you got?
I got some comics. The Hasbro sort. No, I didn't get that piece of shit.
Why are you hating on the Hasbro source book? It's just a
because they're charging you
book.
$5 to give you back the shit that you already got just in one convenient place. I got the regular cover to Lost Light. This is the Jack Lawrence cover. I liked this cover. It was pretty cool for a Jack Lawrence cover. But yeah, I also got the Alex Milne cover because it's fucking amazing.
That is fucking a great cover.
Yeah, it's pretty sick. So,
It's like Alex said, you know what? Fuck you guys. I'm writing my name in the center of this book and I'm drawing around it.
he literally did.
Yeah, I know he did.
Yeah, it's right. It's right there.
Whatever is going on with Alex, he's continuing to make IDW regret the decision of taking him off that book.
Yeah, and then Tom just puts the logo on there with no background, so you get even more Alex art behind it.
I don't.
Does it
see
have
a
the drop shadow, Darryl?
No drop shadow.
Oh,
Okay.
But well, no, you know what? The Lost Light brand does have a very slight one. Transformers doesn't. Well, it might, but the background is too dark to see it.
Right.
But I did notice it's very hard to tell, but Alex's name does actually sit on top of Megatron. In this very slight little edging. So I thought that was kind of interesting that his name supersedes the drawing. But yeah, it's so sick. It is so sick, this cover.
No, I don't know what's gotten into him, but he's drawn like it's fun again.
Yeah, I think it might be his ROM versus Transformers book has got him riled up. Man, I'm looking forward to that. My toy for this week is just kind of quirky, and it's funny that I did end up watching the 2007 movie today because my toy is from that line. I got a little ghetto blaster.
Do they call it that in the packaging?
I don't have the packaging. This is
It's a Darryl complete toy.
This is Hasbro Takara from 2006, and this is a little radio that says it's on Frenzy 97.7. And yeah, it is. It looks way better in this mode, but there's his head right there. Yeah, he's Frenzy from the movie, but in stereo mode. He's
when he was in the first one.
Yeah, so he does transform into the robot that you see in the movie. I'm not going to attempt it right now, but yeah, if you can see on the video, like all these lines here are all of his different components, and he just like breaks and folds out into the robot, and it's quite impressive how they managed to do it in this small little package. But yeah, the robot mode, if you remember from the 2007 movie, Frenzy was just this robot made of knives, and it didn't look very good, and this robot on this guy doesn't look very good either, but the alt mode does, so I'll just leave him like this and stick him on a shelf somewhere. That's what I got. That's it.
All right. Well, that'll do it for Trips to the Store. Thanks again, everyone, for watching. Please check out our entire podcast at www.transmissionspodcast.com. Again, we do 2 shows a week. On Wednesdays, it's all toys, including Trips to the Store. That's Transmissions. And then Fridays, it's Comics and Media, and that's Transmissions Alt Mode. So check out both shows. And if you are enjoying the show, please consider supporting us on Patreon or PayPal. As I mentioned at the beginning of the show, we're trying to create some new content, new shows. In particular, Transmissions Declassified is a new show we're bringing up. And we need support to make that a reality. So if we get 60 Patreons, we will make Transmissions Declassified a regular monthly show that will be accessible only to Patreons. And if everyone else wants it, then we need 75 Patreons to contribute. And then that will be unlocked for everyone. We have the first episode of Transmissions Declassified already available on our website and on our Patreon for everyone to download. So even if you're not on Patreon yet, you can take a listen, see if you think it's worth it, and then consider maybe making a donation. We'd appreciate it.
Everyone gets the first taste for free.
Give us your fucking money.
Well, and we're trying this like Patreon number based goal instead of a monetary based goal. See how that works too.
Yeah. We're all about experimentation here.
Yes.
Trying new things.
Yeah,
My
man.
socks are off.
Mine too.
Mine are on.
The ass end of this figure, top spin, looks better than the front of most GoBots.
That non sequitur brought to you by Yoshi. All right, everyone. Thanks for listening and watching. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Later.